Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Prison Architect Escapes. Today's beverage is one of the best beverages in the known universe, that is the first morning cup of tea, the good old reliable cuppa. So welcome back to Prison Architect Escapes. This is a series where we attempt to break out facilities not made by me. This is Prisoner Morgan, prisoner number 104410689 breath. And this is the Lohan Detention Centre, I believe. I'm not too sure if that name is referencing anyone in particular. We shall see. However, someone sent me this because they would like to see more female inmates in the escape attempts. There's not a lot of those facilities on the workshop, and, well, they sent this one because they found it, and, well, we're going to have a look at this one and try and break out of it. The first thing I'm noticing immediately is, there may be a way out right away, because we've got this kennel here. I've paused it just as we've come in on the jail van bus, anyway, the vehicle, and I'm noticing we've got a kennel surrounded by a fence and then the perimeter wall, which means we can use the very controversial hop-on-fence, hop-on-wall method, and, well, we'll see if that is the case during this video. So I'm just going to unpause it as we are brought into the facility, and we can see there's a staff-only area. We've got a generator there and lots of power. I'm also seeing some sniper towers. Interestingly, this bit outside is not staff-only, which means there's no external fences or road barriers or gates or anything like that. I'm not too sure of the age of the facility. That might not even been in when this was designed and uploaded to the workshop, but it is public, so I think it's all fair game. Lots of staff-only areas here with 2 door servos and a sniper. I'm thinking, oh, interesting. I'm just going to pause it for a second there. You can't really see because of the bottom there, but yeah, basically there's a riot police that's just leaving. There's another one there. Okay. Why is the riot police? Has something gone on before we have been brought into the facility? Potentially. These 2 areas are staff only, or staff/visitor only, but they are not a reception. It already feels, because of the way the walls are and things like that, this is probably an older design, but again, that's just par for the course with the Escape series. And oh my, something has definitely happened. There is 3 dead inmates going past us. Okay, so there's a reason why the riot police... There's 4, okay, yeah, there's definitely been something gone on here. I'm seeing staff-only areas like reception and deliveries, garbage exports, all of the accountants. This big central corridor is quite interesting, and also, just nothing to do with escapes, but this is all the nice marble tile, which I believe is quite expensive. And also, yeah, we've got white tiles here as well. And I noticed there was prisoner hair that was going around there, and they had a baby with them, so obviously we will have a nursery somewhere in here. We are being escorted to our cell, which is up the top. I'm not too sure if this is a mirrored facility, but we'll have to check this one out. Lots of body armor and taser rollout to be seen here. Yes, indeed. And there's a starving inmate, a couple of starving inmates actually, and then another unconscious one. How curious. I'm also seeing gangs. We've got gangs in the facility here, and there's Pritchard with a baby. So I'd like to say there will be a nursery in the facility somewhere. That is just par for the course. Excuse me. And an exhausted guard. Yes, indeed. Big area on the left. Is that a... What is that? Why is that so large like that? Why there's 2 huge open areas. One to the left might be a yard. The right one could be a common room? Okay, we'll see. Not too sure if there's any way to escape via tunneling in this one. Like I say, there might be some sort of workshop or laundry. This is just a big row of solitary by the look of it. I'm just going to click skip here because we're basically going to be put in the top right as far as I can tell. And oh yeah, okay, so we have been positioned in these 2x2 cell blocks. So there is some... it wouldn't be a mod, no. It would be the... Yes, it would be the... unlocks for smaller type of cells. No door control system in place for this cell block, so we're going to have to wait for this guard, which is stationed, to open that one. Currently on eat time and part of the regime, so we're just going to have a look around, and obviously we will do some points farming as well. My immediate thought is we could probably just get out through the front door, but we'll need probably tough to deal with the amount of tasers that we're getting fired at us. I'm not going to go up the left because it feels like that's just mirrored to that one side. These are some staff-only doors, so we'll have to navigate those. I'm going to go into the centre here because I did say it was quite a curious... Oh, okay. Quite a curious area. Apparently it's a light farm. It's where they've planted loads of lights. and we've got snipers overlooking the whole thing. Okay, and there's more cells on the left. So there's going to be cells all the way around, isn't it? That's what I would probably do, but then I'm a fan of the soul symmetry thing. This is a shower here, otherwise known as the XP Pinata, so I'm just going to go ahead and basically get myself a lot of points here. We can see it's kicking off, and we're going to skip punishments and just go right down the list. In fact, all I really need is extremely strong and tough to get out. I don't anticipate getting out. Well, it's got swimmer there, but we're not going to need that. I don't really need any instigator or... I mean, quick's always good, but we shall see. This staff only area here, this is the curious one. Now, if I want to make this the most controversial escape attempt, I probably could. I could do so by doing a taser teleport through the wall and then hopping on that fence that's next to the kennel and over it, but that would probably make the channel... I think there'd be some some comments that are unsavoury on that one. I know it's like, say, a controversial thing, and I don't like to call it that. But anyway, let's see what we can do. This is a huge canteen. I said it was a common room, but apparently not. We've just got just a huge area. It's quite rare that we get a vast prison with huge open areas. I myself tend to make them quite small. If it's a large facility, it's normally quite cramped anyway. There's a lot going on, whereas this one, it's just got that sort of gigantic scale almost. So we're gonna have another look around. I've got cleaning cupboards, parole, lots of white tiles here, loads of it all over the place. And there's Birch Elite, which is, they've got a baby there. We've got a shop. We've got a okay, we've got a laundry, but the laundry is staff only. Or, well, I mean, it doesn't necessarily need to be staff only. That laundry could easily be, I mean, a different category of inmate, but it's unlikely. I mean, it could be low risk. It could be. There's Prisoner York. I want to find the... Oh, there's an armory just off from the main central section. How curious. Okay. It's a bit of a maze, this one. We got some family cells here. And mailroom. And psychologist office. So we could get a lighter. That is possible. And also there's a workshop here. Lots of family cells. You can see they've got the cot in there as well. So let's just see if we can get in the workshop. It's max speed and there's a guard coming along to let us in. Because this is a staff-only door. Obviously we don't have access to the... Well, we don't have keys to get into it, but we can then access the workshop, which we can then have a look around. And I'm just going to see if I can get... Actually, I had a taser go off there. Just going to see if I can get some escape tools. There we go. We now have one. And that is potentially one of the ways out. We could tunnel under the wall in our cell and jump on the wall and up and over. That is possible. I want to have another look around. Oh, that's bad. I'm going to drop that. Okay, straight away. I knew it was going to be a bit of a risk going through multiple layers of security, and I didn't manage to pick that up. So sadly, I've lost the digging implement. That was just a false trigger off the metal detector. It's like I say, the thing we were carrying wasn't metal, but it's just a risk that you take when going through metal detectors. Okay, fine. Well, I'm not seeing any like major ways out, like major weaknesses really, but it's such a huge, well, not really huge, but it's quite a large facility. It's got this interesting scale. All the designs are interesting in some way, shape or form, but this one, I say, it's got a large scale here. I'm just going to see if I can walk out the front door. Not the most interesting and not the most secure or like exciting way to get out, but the whole point is to get out and see what it has to offer. So I'm just going to literally walk through the front door, and again we've triggered that metal detector, and we're getting searched because we've triggered that metal detector, which means they're not trying to stop me. And then because that door was open, right, that almost turned into a bit of a comedy thing there. See, what happens is when you're searched, anyone that is coming towards you, like trying to stop you or tase you, it stops that, like the pathing completely stops. So we were also almost given a reprieve there for, say, 3 to 5 seconds while we were being searched. And then luckily, the door was closed. We weren't able to get through that, and it's certainly not going to be able to bash our way through it because it's a secure door and it's got a door servo on it. But a sniper was coming back inside, and the door just happened to open at the same time. So we managed to just get out. It was only that one taser shot that stopped us just literally walking out the front door. Okay, I'm going to skip punishments. I think I've already formulated a plan. I do think we're just going to go to sleep, and we can probably just, like I say, run out the front door. I don't think that is really any big issue there. However, I think I want to get out probably with a combination of tunneling and climbing. So let's see if I can get the... I'm going to have to go over to this door here. See if I can get the tunneling equipment again. We'll get the wooden pickaxe. We'll have to go through multiple layers of the metal detector. Multiple layers of metal detectors, which is going to be a bit of an issue. You can see just how long it takes to actually get anywhere within the facility. There is an armory here, and I could probably go into that and get a weapon and sort of try and bust out that way. That is possible. Oh, wait, that was not the way I was supposed to go. Hang on, so it must be, it's this way, yes. As we can see, there's these doors here, so we do have to wait for the guards to come along. It does slow us down. I mean, that's the thing about these doors. Looks like there's something going on there. Yes, lots of tasers. Looks like I believe a gang member was fighting there, so... yeah. Anyway, psychologist office, we're going past, like I say, we could get ourselves a lighter, maybe do a burnout attempt, but you've got this perimeter wall, so it's just not going to work out, sadly. I'm just going to have to wait for this door to be forced open. Naturally, because there's been a bit of a fight, a lot of the guards will be already doing things like escorting prisoners to solitary, things like that, and we just have to wait for... them to come along. We do have strong maxed out, and we do have tough at the very first level. I've picked up deadly just because I was basically clicking and going down, but I don't intend to have this as a bit of a fighty escape attempt. Walking out the front door, I think, is very, very possible. We could fight off the guards and get a set of keys. There'd only be realistically one door, the main front door. That would be a bit of a problem for us because we could wait for the first door to be opened, walk into there, then any guards that are stationed around us will obviously try and stop us because it's a staff-only area. That's fine. We could probably weather that, and then as long as we get a set of keys either before that first door or during the first door, or between the first door and the external one, we could probably get out that way. But like I say, my intention is to get myself the wooden pickaxe again. Was that the wooden pickaxe? No, it's a hammer. And it should have respawned by now. Yes, indeed. And there we go. We now have a wooden pickaxe. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get through the just wall of the cell and basically get out and then hop onto the fence and over. Like I say, a bit of a controversial one, but it's we're not clipping through internal walls and like going on top of the building. That's how we've described it. So yeah, I'm not too opposed to this attempt. And we can get out the front door if we were so inclined. So I just like the idea of using a combination of tunneling and climbing. It's very rare that we get to do that. And apparently rare trying to get through this door. I don't know if the thing is understaffed. Oh, so the only reason we were let out there is because the... yeah, one of the... Oh, there's... I was going to say, was that a guard coming to open that door? No. Yeah, the guy that was doing the workshop training, they were the ones that let us in there. Just sort of happenstance, really. So we've got at least a couple of metal detectors to go through, so every time we go through this one, it is a bit risky. There is a potential for us to be caught out. So we'll see. Yeah. Okay. The scale is, like I say, it's quite interesting. Let's go through that one. We're fine on that one. Go around this one. Go through that one. Yeah, these doors, obviously, they're not secure in the sense of their durability. You can easily smash through them. But just having any sort of door that stops you, it's a lot better than nothing, and it's more secure than you may have expected. So we're going to start the tunnel, and we're going to tunnel out to the right here. And this still could go horribly wrong because we could end up being tased. In that case, I will just attempt the same thing again, truth be told. and to there, and then to there, and then we're just going to go up. So that's as far as I can go, but I'm going to dig up and out, and then there's the dogs, but we can climb on this fence. So we're now on this fence. Dogs don't know what to do. Because we are adjacent, we're on a fence. Because we're adjacent to a wall, we can then jump on the wall, which means over and out. And obviously the sniper was looking at us as soon as we went on top of that one. Or we jumped off it, but yeah. We managed to get out. Anyway, that's been a bit of Prison Architect Escapes. That's Prisoner Morgan. Total score 21, 19 hours and 19 minutes. Truth be told, a bit of a sightseeing mission. We were having a look around. Like I say, this is something that someone did send me because, yeah, rightly so. They said, well no, feature more female inmate facilities. There's not a lot on the workshop, so when I find one or someone sends me it, I like to try and have a look at it because it's often by design has to be a bit different and interesting. Yeah, we got out. We could have easily went out the front door. I mean, if the whole fence wall climbing thing offends you, well, I mean, we could have just walked out the front door, but was that as interesting as going under the wall and then over the wall? I don't think so. Let me know what you think, and as always, comments in the comments. Hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.